This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of June 10th, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Alex Brown. The Purdue University Board of Trustees has elected Mung Chiang as the university's next president, succeeding Mitch Daniels, who has served in the role since 2013. Chiang currently serves as Executive Vice President for Strategic Initiatives at Purdue and Dean of the College of Engineering. Phil Racy, Vice President of Development for Missouri-based Van Trust Real Estate, says demand is driving the need for more industrial space in the Indianapolis market. The firm this week announced plans to invest $220 million to establish new industrial parks in Hendricks and Hancock counties.
Indianapolis has obviously a lot of great demand drivers, with FedEx and great labor pool and having, 70 run right through, the city. So it's always been a prime kind of distribution market from that standpoint.
However, he says supply chain challenges have caused the firm to order materials earlier than normal to meet demand. Governor Eric Holcomb has selected Court of Appeals Judge Derek Moulter as the next member of the Indiana Supreme Court. Moulter will succeed retiring Supreme Court Justice Stephen David. A date for Moulter's robing ceremony will be set by the High Court. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is made possible by the following.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering Central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of Central Indiana's business community and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
U of L Health has announced plans for a $144 million expansion and upgrade to U of L Hospital in downtown Louisville. Here's Gary Dick.
The project includes a new 7-story tower and is expected to create 325 jobs. When complete, it will result in more than 360 beds, 20 operating rooms, and a new 24-bed observation unit. U of L Health CEO Tom Miller says the new tower will reduce capacity restraints and increase access to the hospital's specialized care, academic research, and innovative treatments. The expansion will also include infrastructure to accommodate 2 additional floors for future growth. The health system says the new hires and their dependents will be eligible for free undergraduate tuition to the University of Louisville, which Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says will help train the next generation of doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals. Construction is set to begin soon, with the new tower opening in early 2024. In addition to the Louisville Hospital, U of L Health also has additional physician offices in Sellersburg, New Albany, and Madison, as well as a rehab facility in Jeffersonville. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
West Lafayette-based agricultural technology company SolymphTech is expanding the launch of its new autonomous robot with 2 partnerships in Canada. Solix Ag Robotics technology scans and monitors fields to examine crop health and pressures such as weeds and pests. The AgTech company will run its equipment in partnership with the University of Saskatchewan and Stone Farms in Saskatchewan. In April, SolymphTech announced a partnership with Illinois-based Growmark, one of the largest agricultural cooperatives in North America. It is also running field tests in South America. A biomedical engineering researcher and his team at Purdue University have devised edible QR code technology to help root out liquid counterfeits, whether it's pricey medicines or high-dollar alcohol. Professor Young Kim says the new anti-counterfeiting technology could prevent ripoffs in those billion-dollar industries. The tiny silk tag with a QR code can be swallowed and doesn't affect the taste.
Our tag is composed of proteins without using any artificial and synthetic materials. So it is safe to eat, it is edible, and it is digestible. Simply, it's nothing but proteins.
Purdue says making the tags involves processing fluorescent silk cocoons from specialized silkworms to create a biopolymer, which can be formed into a variety of patterns to encode the information. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.